we're live! Hey!
Yeah, you remember when Ed used to say, "I think we're live" every time? Now he just says, "We're live." Look at that confidence.
That is
A little
Increase
more
in
confident
confidence.
this time. I see
I
a
like
little.
it. I like it.
I
Ed
see
is
a green board at the moment. It seems like it's working.
Ed is
Good.
5 Sigma tonight.
Yeah. Five Sigma.
Welcome to Which Game First, a board game podcast, Monday night live stream, 8 o'clock
Live.
Hi.
on the East
What's
Coast
up?
of the United States of America, from no matter where you are watching, anywhere in the world. Thank you so much for being here on our continued exploration for games that we love, especially with the board game variety. I
You
am
usually
Evan.
love them.
I absolutely love them. I'm Evan, and that's Mike,
That's me.
and that's Ed.
Hi.
Oh yeah.
And Ed's about to take us through the rules of tonight's game, which
What?
is
What?
called the
What?
Ship.
Rules? I don't know the rules.
We don't need no
Ship-
stinking rules.
No, Mikey, you're gonna teach us through the rules today, right?
Sure.
Yeah, Mikey's gonna give us.
Yeah,
the
great.
rules.
Wait, let me fumble it, and then Ed could pick up the fumble and run for a touchdown. Okay, so there's this game. We're working together cooperatively, right? Right. I'll see what I can learn. We're each going to draw 2 numbers randomly, 1 through 7.
Okay.
The tiles have 21 tiles in there, so there's 3 of each number. We have cards in front of us that may or may not represent one of the 2 numbers that we must put down on them. Actually, they must represent. So, as an example, there's a card that says 1, 4, 7. If your fate is 1, 4, or 7, and the other is not, play 1, 4, or 7 here. We all have availability of these cards. Right. So, yeah, it's a solid clue if it applies. So, we're going to put 1 tile down, and the rest of the other 2 players are going to have to guess which one you have remaining by the information that you put down. If you don't know, you're going to pass. It will advance the clock that's on the left there. And if we get to the 7th turn without guessing correctly, doom! That's all I've been told about the doom part. What did I miss?
Yeah, that was, I'd say, like 59, 67% of the rules, maybe?
67. I think I'm a solid
That's
67.
pretty good. I'd say about your
Alright.
2/3 of the way there.
All right, what did I miss?
Ed, do you want to polish that up a little bit?
Okay.
Yeah, polish up that turd for me, Ed.
Okay, so
Mikey
Mikey got the gist of it here. Where if you want the black card here called the hours, you have the green marker here. That's our score. Every time we correctly predict what fate the other person did not reveal, then we get to a point. Collectively, we get a point. And we win if we get our green marker all the way to 7.
Before the red marker.
The other the red marker called doom. If we get doom point anytime we incorrectly guess, or one of the 4 cards fade away and we did not make a prediction. Okay, I'll get to fade away in a moment. But when that happens, we get 2 doom. Okay?
Yikes.
So, and if the fade get to 7, I mean the doom get to 7, we're well doomed.
We're doomed.
Hey, Benny.
Okay.
Benny.
As Mikey said, he's going to have 2 fate in his hand. If he only had 1 at the beginning of his turn, you'll draw 1. If you don't have any, you will draw 2 out of the bag. So at the beginning of your turn, after you draw, you'll end up with exactly 2 fates. They will be numbered something between 1 through 7. One of them you will play on one of the cards, or if you cannot, on the hours. And the other one you will not reveal to us and not tell us anything else about it except by putting a number down on one of these cards. Me and Evan, in this particular case, since it's Mikey's turn, will have to deduce from that information and try to predict what fate is in your hand.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So,
there you go. I think that's it.
Now, the numbers have little dots next to them. Those are called the number hours. So, whatever number you put on one of these arcanas, you'll notice there are little moons on them. If the number of fates, a number of dots or hours on one of these cards equals or exceeds the number of moons, that card fades away. If you made a prediction that turn, nothing happened. Or should I say a correct prediction that turn, nothing happened. If you did not make a prediction, then you lose to doom, as I alluded to. And then a new one would get revealed. And you would end up with a power. Because on the opposite side of the faded card will be a new power that'll help us along to some way or fashion.
I didn't know
So as the cards fade away, getting closer to our inevitable doom, there'll be some help along the way. And I think that
now
covers
that you
the
said
most
that,
of it. Did I miss anything, Evan? I think that's like the main gist of it.
Oh, yeah, can you? Would you mind explaining fading again? Like what happens when a card fades?
Okay, when a card fades, that means that the number of fate icons you've assigned to it have hours or pips on it that equal or exceed the number of moons on that card.
Oh.
Okay, you'll see there are moons on the bottom of the card. When
That
happens, that card fades
action.
away. Now it goes from the list, we'll get a new one. And then on the back side of that card will be something different.
Okay. Oh, man.
And you can see the number of pips or the number of dots for each of the tiles. They're over in our score area.
Right, yeah.
So if you play a 1, that'll be 1 pip. If you play a 7, that'll be 3 pips.
Right.
And hello, Token Fan Forever.
Hey, I had never heard of the game before tonight either. So
me either. And it's in beta, by the way.
In beta, so
it's in beta. So Mike, there's your escape hatch in case things go totally south.
This is gonna be rough. All right, here we go, guys. My first fate is gonna be a rough one. There you go.
Here we go.
I played it. There you go.
Oh gosh.
It doesn't tell you much, does it?
Well, it might tell us something about the other cards you did not play it on. Might tell us something.
Okay. I'm keeping my mouth shut, by the way.
He put a 1 on unique. Everybody can see that now. If both of you are unique from each other, and all other visible fate play one of them here. So okay, so it's 1. So it's not a 1.
It's not a 1. That's all we can deduce from that.
Okay, what about 4 apart? If the difference between
if
the difference between fate is 4 or more, play one of them here. He did not play it there, so I'm gonna guess that it's probably not a 5, 6, 7.
Correct.
So that would narrow it down to a 2, 3, or 4, right?
4. And
so
then
inevitable. Play one of your fates here each turn. One fate if the sum of the visible fates is at least double your unplayed fate.
Your fate's here.
I'm keeping a very straight poker face. I'm doing my best.
That's right, Mike. Even if we go astray, you cannot help us.
If one of your fates is 1, 4, or 7, the other is not.
Well, we know he would have played 4 if it were 4 there, right?
Yeah. Well,
so that would leave 2 and 3.
2 and 3. If one of your fates is 1 of them, the other is not. Okay.
Right, because we eliminated 5, 6,
so that's
7.
So down to a 2 or a 3.
That's a 50-50. Now we can wait because
you don't have to. It's only 1 pip. We're not required. Nothing will fade. No doom will happen.
Will fade.
What does the captain say? What does it say on there? Let me read it.
Who's the captain? Oh, who's the captain?
Who's the captain now?
The captain. If one of your fates is 1, 4, or 7, and the other is not.
Oh, and the other is not. Oh, so you're right. Mike,
the other is not 1, 4, or 7. So that means,
I just asked you to read all the cards very carefully.
If
so that still means if one. That means the other one is.
So it can't. It could still be a 4. Because if he has 1, 4, he wouldn't be. I'll be allowed to play either the 1.
One of the fates is 1, 4, 7. The other is not. No, it cannot be 1, 4, 7.
Right.
If he had a 1 and a 4, he could not play that. So it had to be.
And he didn't play that.
Right.
So therefore, we're back to having 2, 3, 4 as the possibilities.
Or 2 or 3, not 4.
One of your fates is 1, 4, or 7, and the other is not. Play the 1, 4, 7 here. But wouldn't he have done that if he could have? Right? Because if he would have played that 1 on the captain instead.
If he had a 4, maybe.
Because that's more. That's more information. No, if he doesn't have a 4, right? And the other is not. right? 147.
Oh, I see. Okay. I get it. It's the negative there.
Right. So he would have
That
played
I
the
mean
one there.
four. Let's got 4.
You want to guess 4?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
That's a 1 in 3 chance, basically. We didn't eliminate 2 or 3. Are you comfortable with this?
Yeah.
Audience, are you comfortable with this? I'm not. All right. You want to predict? Oh, is it up to me to do the buttons?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, predict the fate. Number 4, right? I'm pressing 4.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
What happened? We got a point.
Yeah, I feel like I cheated a little bit there. I feel a little
cheated.
dirty.
Thank you.
But listen, you guys were reading it wrong. I couldn't sit back and listen. I couldn't do it.
You're supposed to let us go astray. It says that in the rules.
I just told you to read it again. That's all I said. I didn't say if it was accurate or if I used it or not or whatever.
I understand. Believe me.
I won't do it again. I promise. But come on, guys. You're killing me there. Like, you were killing me reading it wrong.
I don't care. Dig this game up just for this.
Yeah. You had to say, like, you literally had all the clues you needed there by saying, well, you know, I know it can't be like 5 or 6. He couldn't have played it there if it was, you know, if it was a 4 or a 7 or a 1. It had to be a 4. I was like, you almost got me. Remember that other game we just played where your bad guesses spoiled the game for me, Evan? Your misclicks made me lose. I was not going to let that happen again in the first turn.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it may have spoiled the game for you, but it was so entertaining for the rest of us. Mike, you made the world a happier place.
Oh, it didn't spoil the game for me. It spoiled my score. That's all it did. Losing a game is not a thing I dislike. Honestly, I don't care. But
all right. It's fun. I have 2 tiles in my hand. I cannot say what they are. I must play one.
Correct. Now I can talk as much as I want.
Yep. Let me do the reading now, and you and Ed start conferring.
Mm-hmm. At least it tells you whether you can play a tile on a card or not. You can't misplay a tile, which is cool.
I said, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Does not let you play incorrectly.
Right. It grayed out the ones that I couldn't
playing in person, we could have totally played that incorrectly.
Yeah, it'll let you play poorly, but it will not let you play incorrectly, which is good. If this was in person, and I read that card wrong, I might have, played something that I wasn't allowed to play, and then you never would have been able to guess it right.
I don't understand the fall. Do you guys understand this card?
The fall?
That's inevitable. Play one of your fates here.
Oh, yeah.
And then each turn, one fade if the
I fade
if the sum of my visible fates is at least double your unplayed fate.
Yeah, I didn't want to play there because I would have faded immediately.
Yeah, I see it.
Look at the pips too on the side. If your number has pips, it's going to fade no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, but that's what I was wondering about this card. Is it a special card that
it's a special card? It only fades by that rule. It doesn't fade by the moons.
Right. But I thought fading meant like the number would go down by 1 every time or something. That's why I at first I was like, oh, that's a good one. I could play it. And 2 turns later, you'll know what it is because it'll go away or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, it's going to fade unless it's like right now, does my 1 count or this is all of our board, right?
This is all of our board. So yeah.
All our board.
Right. So play one of your fates here. Each turn I fade if the sum of my visible fates is not at least double. So since there's a 1 there, I think that means the one
played on inevitable, not the other one. So that
right. The one played on inevitable, right, has to
right.
It has to be I fade in the sum of my visible fates is at least double your unplayed fate.
Is at least double.
So if you play a fate on inevitable that's a 2, we know it has to be at least a 4. Is that what I'm reading?
That's the way I kind of read it. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, I've played the fate.
6 or 7, right, Ed? It has to be at least a 6 or 7. Let's see. It has to be at least a 6 or 7. He didn't play unique. He didn't play 4 apart. So he might have played. Yeah, he couldn't have played 4 apart if he has a 3 anyway.
If the difference between your fates is 4 or more, play one of them here. So with a 3 is almost impossible. Or 7. A 7 would be 4 or more away from a 3, right?
Yeah, it's 6 or 7. That's all. That's what we know right now.
Well, a 6 is not 4 or more from a 3.
Right, but I'm saying not for. I'm talking about for it just inevitable itself. Play one of your fates here. Each turn, I fade if the sum of my visible fates is at least double your unplayed fate. So the visible fates. Oh wait, the sum. Oh, hold up. I fade if the sum of my visible fates is at least double your unplayed fate.
I didn't have to tell you to reread it.
The sum. So that's 4 is the sum of the unplayed.
Right.
I mean, of the played fates, right?
Well,
so
also, he did not play on the captain, so we could say he probably did not have a 1, 4, or 7 because the 3 is not 1, 4, or 7, right?
Well, if one of your fates is 1 and the other is not. He could have played. I mean, he could have played the captain.
Right.
He could have had a 7 and chose not to use the captain.
He could have chose to
because he could have been 3-7, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that would have allowed him to. No, if he had 3-7, he might have.
That would also be 4 apart.
6. Oh no, it's the no. Listen. Let's read inevitable again. Play one of your fates here. Each turn, I fade if the sum of my visible fates is at least double your unplayed fate. So he doesn't want it to be double, right?
Right. So he wants it to be low.
He wants it to be lower. So 6.
So it should be less than 6 then.
Wait, huh? Play on your face. Each turn I fade if the sum of my visible. Just says play one of your fates here. Doesn't matter which one. Each turn I fade if the sum of my visible fates is at least double. I fade if the sum is at least double. Oh, so he doesn't want it to be high.
Yeah, he has to want it to be high then. So that means the only way I fade if the sum of my visible fates, which is 3, is at least double.
No, doesn't he want it to be low by this? Let me read it again. Play one of your fates here. Play one of your fates here. There's no requirements. Play whatever fate you want.
Yep.
Each turn, I fade if the sum of my visible fates is at least double.
The unplayed fate. Okay.
Yeah, but the unplayed fate. I fade if it's at least double the unplayed fate.
Yeah, the only way that happens if it's 1. If its unplayed fate is 2, 3 is not double.
You don't want it to be double. It says you don't want the total number of this to be double of the unplayed fate, right? You don't want it to be double. Am I reading this wrong, Ed?
I'm not sure how this is helping us because there's a lot of numbers there.
I want to remind everyone of the rule that you can pass if you need to.
Yeah.
And wait for the next turn to come.
Right. I just want to make sure I understand this, though. I fade if the sum of my visible fates is at least double. Yeah, I think we should pass.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. Whew, I get to talk again. Well,
you did have to say something, Evan. See. But I think I'm reading it that he wants a low number. I fade if the sum of my visible fates.
We're just reading into it too much, I think.
Yeah. I fade if the sum of my visible fates is at least double. So he wants his number to be high, actually. He wants his unplayed fate to be high here. And it's probably not a 7. He could have played 7.
It's interesting. Even though it's Ed's turn, are we allowed?
I haven't played one yet.
Yeah, me and you could talk as much as you want, but not about.
I can't talk about what I have in my hand.
Right. Me and Ed could talk about that, but once Ed plays his tile.
Yeah, let's move on to Ed and see what Ed throws our way.
So he actually wants it to be high. Okay. Oh.
Okay. I hate this card.
Yeah.
Not my favorite.
So here we go, Ev.
All right.
So when you read this card right now, you're thinking that Ed would want his unplayed card to be high, right?
Yes. So Right now it's showing a 10. It's going to fade if he has a 5. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So he likely has a 6, maybe a 7.
Let's see.
He would have played the
If he had
7 if he had the 6 on the captain, right? So did he have 2 7s?
He would have. He couldn't play unique if he had 2 7s. He couldn't play 4 apart if he had 2 7s.
Right.
He
can't play the
playing
captain if you have 2
inevitable,
7s.
and yep, he can't play the captain if he has 2 7s.
So
What about difference? Difference is another card, right? Asunder.
Which one's
No,
that? Asunder, that's the
that is not an option. That I'll tell you right now. I think that is the next card that will go in when something fades at the top of the deck.
Oh, it's letting us know what the next card's going to be. It's not an option to choose. Okay. Yeah, cool, boy.
I'm thinking it's 7.
So here's a question, though, right?
Sure.
Do I have to remember that Evan played a 3 and that Ed played a 7 and that their cards are unique to whoever played it? Right?
Sure.
You think it's a 7?
Yes. And the reason why is because if it were a 6, okay. I'm assuming he played this because it will not make the card fade. Okay. I'm under that assumption.
Well, this card's going to fade now.
Well, no, not if he has a 6 or a 7 in his hand. Because 10 is not double 6. It's not double 7.
11, yeah.
Right?
He's right, yeah.
So right? So I'm thinking 6 or 7.
He's trying to make sure it doesn't fade. So, okay.
Right.
I buy that. I buy that.
And if he did have 6, 7, would he have put the 7 on the captain instead? Which he could have done?
Be 10. It could have been 6 or 7.
Right.
Is what right. Ed would play 6 or 7.
So my guess
if he had 6, he could have played the captain,
right.
And he could have played unique.
Right. He could have played either of those, but did not. That's why I'm thinking it's a 7.
We could try it. I mean, it's better than falling down.
Right, Mike, you have the controls.
Predict fate is 7.
Yes!
Oh, nice.
Good job, guys.
Victory.
All right.
I think a key there is remembering that you don't necessarily have an option where to play.
Yeah. That's kind of why we were going through the eliminated ones, right?
That's right. If you can't play on any of those cards, you dump a tile under the hours.
Yep. All right, so now I got to place and shut my mouth here.
Good luck, Mike.
That's the hard part, shutting your mouth.
It is. Yeah. It's hard to be quiet.
It is.
Oh, Celeste would not like this.
No. Okay, let's see here.
You'd have to get up and walk away. All right.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Mikey played a 2 on unique.
Oh, wait a minute. There's an answer. The fall inevitable. Some of my visible fates is 10. I will fade this turn? Question mark. Yes.
Oh, it's a helpful hint there.
Yeah, that means he's gonna fade this way. That means
it's 5 or less.
10 is at least double the unplayed.
Right, so it's 5.
And he played it on unique.
Yep.
Which means it must not be one of their visible. So that means we said 5 or less, right? So it's either a 5, a 4. 5 or 4.
Yep.
Right?
And it's not a 3?
3 is not unique. It's visible. There's a 3 visible.
If both of your fates are unique from each
other and all visible fates.
Oh, and all visible fates. I see. Okay. All right. So yeah, it wasn't 3.
So 3 is excluded. 1 is excluded.
Wasn't 2. Wasn't 1. It's 4 or 5.
So it's either a 4 or a 5.
Now, if it were 4, would he have played it on the captain?
Help.
If it were a 4, would he have played it on the captain instead?
It would have been an option, that's for sure.
Yeah. Would he have given us that? Information.
So the 2 and the 5. So I think we have to pick 5, won't you think?
That's what I'm thinking. You want to predict 5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, predicting the fate, number 5. Yes!
Yeah! Wow, it's hard to keep my mouth shut during there. Great deduction, guys. Well done. Well done. Nice.
Okay.
Whew. That was hard. The hardest part of this game is not saying anything.
Absolutely.
Oh, what does amplify mean?
I don't know.
Amplify.
Back. Attach this to the card that replaces it. The turn that card fades. Fades cost +1 doom, and predictions are worth +1 point.
Oh, well, okay.
Oh, it's because of the other card that was underneath it, I think.
Oh, weird. Oh, wait, now we have new cards. Hold on.
Right, we have 2 new cards, and we also have the cycle power.
Cycle. Let's see. If both your fates are unique from each other and all visible fates, play one of them here.
Yeah.
Before playing their fate, the active player may discard this card. Oh, okay.
Which Evan apparently did.
Apparently, just Evan said, "Okay, get rid of that crap. We don't."
I'm gonna get rid of.
All right.
Screw that. I'm getting rid of that. Goodbye. The heck with that.
Higher. If one of your fates is higher than the other, play the higher one here. Okay. Oh, that could be real useful with the right hand. All right, 1, 4, 7, 4 apart, and difference. If the difference between your fates is hey, if one of your fates is higher than the other, play the higher one here. Oh, okay. So
if the difference between your fates is equal to a visible fate, play your higher fate here. So that couldn't be done because there's no
yeah, there's nothing visible.
4 apart.
So
they're obviously not 4 apart.
So it's not a 1.
Yep. Amplify. Well, if one of your fates is higher than the other, play the higher. So it's less than a 5.
It's 2, 3, 4. According to that, the difference between your fates is equal to a visible fate. That doesn't mean anything. 1, 4, 7. He might have played 1, 4, 7 if he could, but so it's probably not a 4. So it could be 3, 2, 3 or 2 is what I'm seeing. That's what I'm getting, Ed. What do you see?
I'm so happy I dumped that other card.
3 or 2.
I didn't even get to finish reading it. Evan's like, nope.
Gone. Get it.
Don't even read it. It's trash.
It's a legacy game. I tore it up, Ed.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I think 3 or 2 is the only choices I see here.
Which one do you want to go with?
We don't have to guess.
We want to pass?
Well, if we pass, when can we guess it?
No, we can't. We just passed and nothing bad happened because nothing can fade.
I mean, we're ahead a little bit. We could guess. You can afford a guess, I think. Because if we guess it right, we get... Oh, wait. If we guess it wrong, we're going to lose 2. If we guess it right, we'll get +2.
Yeah.
We have a 50-50 shot to get +2 right now.
Yeah, a 50-50 shot to get -2 right now.
Yeah, I know. Is Ed going to play the conservative or the high roller here?
Oh, what will they do? What will they do? Tune in next week.
I know, really.
And
I mean, we could play conservative, Ed, and pass, but
this
won't fade yet.
He passed it.
He already passed. Oh, it was Ed's choice. So yeah, I guess.
Ed
now me and you,
it.
Evan, me and you are teaming up on this one.
All right, let's team up.
Now that we have visible numbers, though, like
finally,
yeah, it's a shame because like this one works really good when there's numbers that are visible.
Right.
But Ed could use it now. Ed could use it now for something that's visible. Like he could throw a 2 down on there. It'd be perfect.
Right. If he had a 7 and a 2, that would be beautiful. Or a 6 and a 1.
Just a 2 and whatever, right? A 2 and a 2 and a 1, right?
1, 6, 2, 7.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways.
Coach him what to do.
No, we shouldn't. Yeah. We shouldn't really discuss what he should play before he plays it. But I don't know if he's even. Ed's not listening. Look at that. Look at that concentration face. Oh,
a 4. Okay, so it is definitely 2, 3, or 5, 6, right?
Yeah, and the other's not. Yeah.
So it's not 1, 4, 7 in his hand.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all.
It's not 1, 4, 7. It could be 2, 3, 5, 6. Those are the choices there. 2, 3, 5, 6. It can't be 4 apart because he played a 4. So it can't be a. Oh wait, 1 is only 3. It can't. It couldn't have played 4 apart at all. Difference between your fates is equal to a visible fate. Well, it doesn't matter.
If he had a 6, well.
Nope, couldn't be. He couldn't have played difference.
No, No, couldn't play difference.
He couldn't play difference, and he couldn't play 4 apart with a 4. One of your fates is higher than the other, so and you got to play the higher one. So he couldn't have played that if his other cards are 3 or 2 or 1. Plus, he would have played it on higher if it was 3-2, right? So if one of your fates is 1, 4, 7, who's monitoring the chat? I wonder if anybody's watching this and like rolling their eyes.
Might be
quiet over there. It's pretty quiet.
Okay. So it's not 1.
Play it as higher. So does it mean it's lower? If he would have played the 4 on the higher one, that would have given us a 1, 2, 3 option.
I don't know if I can guess on this one.
2, 3. Oh gosh, I don't think we have enough information.
The other one was at least a 50-50. This is like a 30% chance.
It's got either 2 or 3, and that's a weak kind of.
Yeah.
I think we should pass it.
I think we got to pass it too. I don't think it tells us all the information.
So it doesn't hurt us.
Yep.
All right.
So pass.
All right, Ed, you and me.
All right. Let's see here.
Benny says, I'm as confused as you are.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Well, we got some points.
Yeah.
But no Doom yet. But I think Doom is coming soon.
I think, Doom's on the horizon.
Oh, boy. We should have guessed at the 50-50, man. All right. Let's see here.
Mikey.
Let's see here.
Give us the ultimate play that gives us all the information we need.
Yeah. Here we go. Just what Evan's asking for here.
Don't throw a 7 in higher. That'll be a waste of time.
Sometimes you don't have an option, but
that's right. Yeah, it actually highlights for you which cards are active that you do have an option for. It'll gray out the ones you don't. So that's nice. It does a little bit of work for you.
There is your information. Do with it as you will.
A 4 is the higher, so he's got 1, 2, 3. Probably. Maybe 1.
Well, again,
that's gonna
if you had the 4 and the other is not,
then it would be 2 or 3.
The captain would have been playable if you had a 2 or a 3.
Which right.
So that would leave a 1.
Oh, if he had if he has 2 tiles were 1 and 4, he didn't play captain because maybe he has 1 and 4, which means you can't play the captain.
Right, because he can't. That's why I'm thinking I think he didn't play captain because he could not.
So you want to guess 1?
I want to guess 1.
That's what I would do. 1. Predicting number 1. How'd we do?
Poorly.
Gosh, it was terrible.
That was bad. Yeah.
Oh, we failed. Oh
yep.
My gosh, 4 points? What happened there? Why is fate at 4?
Well, we guessed wrong.
It was doubled. Yeah.
Guessed wrong and it doubled, and then a card faded. So we didn't make a correct prediction. So that's another -2.
The guess didn't offset the fade. The wrong guess. It's like doubly bad. Oh, this is terrible.
Predicted 1, but it was actually 3. Okay.
Yep.
Oh gosh.
Mm-hmm.
He showed not to do captain, even though he had 3 and 4. Okay.
Yep. It was I was hoping you wouldn't guess on that one.
Right. I have played my tile.
You played that tile, so it's not 4 or 7. So it could be 2, 3, 5, 6. It could be 2, 3, 5, 6. Let's see what else is available to him. If no visible fate is exactly 1 more or 1 less than evier fates. So if no visible fate is 1 more or 1 less, then no visible fate, which the only visible fate at the time was 1.
And don't
or 4. Sorry, 4.
You have a bonus card available to you now.
We have a bonus card. It's an act
which we probably use. Yeah.
Higher than fated power. Before making a prediction, the group may discard it to pick a number X and ask, is your fate higher than X?
Right.
Does that help?
Your number that you played was a 1, right?
Not really, because
Evan just played a 1 on the captain. So, and the other, that means the other must be a 2, 3, or a 5 or a 6.
2, 3, 5, 6, and so if it's 2, 3, 5, 6,
4 apart, 5 and 6 would both be 5 apart, right? 4 apart.
4 apart. Yeah, 5 and 6 would
So
both be 4
that would
apart.
leave 2 and 3. Okay,
Yeah.
alone. If no visible fate is exactly 1 more or 1 less than either of your fates, play one of them here.
So 2, because 4 was visible, right? 2. Making a prediction. The group may discard this card to ask if the number X.
But then either of your fates.
Is your fate higher than X?
If no visible fate.
We can ask if it's higher than 2.
If no visible fate is exactly 1 more or 1 less than either of your fates.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be 5 or 3, according to alone.
Right. Well, also, we know he had 1. If the other one was 3, one of them would have been exactly 1 more or 1 less than.
Right, 3 and 5 are both 1 more or 1 less. Like those are the 2 that we could eliminate since he didn't play alone. Right? So 2.
So 2. Sounds like the answer might be 2.
We could ask that we can use higher than and see if it's higher than 2.
You could.
Well, I mean 2 and 3 would fall into that.
If the answer is no, then you got 2. If the answer is yes, then it's 3. But it can't be 3 if he didn't play alone.
I don't just say, does it go 2 and just say that's probably it?
Just say 2? Yeah. Just save the card and say 2.
Yeah,
I think so.
I'm not going to predict fate. What fate do you predict?
2.
Oh!
What happened?
We lost.
It grayed out alone. I wasn't allowed to play alone.
Oh.
Why?
Oh. Okay.
Oh, because it was 3, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it was 3.
It was 3. See, we should have used the card. We should have said, is it higher than 2, Ed?
Yeah.
We should have used the card.
Yep. So basically, it's not my fault we lost this game.
Nope, it's Ed's fault.
That's what we're saying. Yeah.
My fault.
You should have done the 50-50 on the other one, on that first one. I think you would have got it.
Jeez,
yeah.
What a game. It's wow.
It's interesting. It's like a regular like logic puzzle, but the logics that you're allowed to use change.
Right.
What was that robotic game we had in which we had limited
Turing machine?
Yeah, the Turing machine. Yeah,
a little bit like that.
It reminded me of that. There's like all these parameters and how they interact with each other.
Thanks, Benny. Appreciate it. Yeah,
that was cool.
Right?
Yeah, I would play this again.
Yep.
I would. Yeah, probably.
It's kind of a weird logic puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll review this on an upcoming episode of Which Game First in the near future. But we'll do some more game exploring in the meantime. We'll be back next Monday with another game. Ed, will you be around next Monday, or are you leaving next Monday?
I'm leaving Friday.
You're leaving Friday, so we're actually going to be off next Monday.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go dark next Monday.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go dark because Ed is going to Pennsylvania for what? The World
Board Gaming Championship. Yeah.
So WBC.
Yeah. WBC.
Mm-hmm.
Ed is laying it on the line. So we'll be back in 2 weeks. Okay, we're off next week. We'll put out a reminder next Monday that we're off, and we'll be back in 2 weeks to do some more game exploring. We'll do another bonus points in 2 weeks as well. If you didn't join us there, by the way, go over to our website, whichgamefirst.com, become a patron. Join up, get bonus points, the whole back catalog. It's all there for you. Please help us out. Only $3 a month more if you can do it. And in the meantime, happy gaming.
Happy gaming, everybody.
Yay.
2 weeks. Be ready. Be ready.